Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. So I thought it might be interesting to bring you a Valentine's Day video. So what better day to talk about some good things about love than Valentine's Day? Probably any day is a good day to talk about love, actually, and I love to talk about love. So one of the things that I would say um is important to think about for Valentine's Day um, is ways to attract the love that you really desire in your life. Um, and I would say when you want to choose a partner, um, don't choose don't choose a partner that you want because they're a concept person. So what I would say is choosing someone that you're really interested in, not just a concept person. So a concept person might be, oh, they're conventionally good looking, not good looking to you, but conventionally good looking, or they would call themselves a nice guy, but they're nasty and they're not really a nice guy. They're actually mean, and any chance that they get, like they say mean things or do mean things, but they have this image in their head of, they think that they're a nice guy. They're not a nice guy. They're a probably not a good person if they do stuff like that, talk behind people's backs, or they aim to the only aim that they have is to sleep with the woman, or whoever, and they don't really have any interest in being nice unless they think that it's going to get someone to like them or think that they're a good person so that they can sleep with the person. Which is, I mean, and this is good because I was thinking about this topic again lately. People say nice guys finish last. And when I say nice, I put air quotes around it because there are guys who would call themselves nice, and maybe nice is like, I don't know. That's not a good description. What I'm saying is they're not good people. They're not right type of people. They'll do things because they believe that other people like them or approve of them, but not because they think that those are really good things to do. So, for example, a nice guy with air quotes would, I don't know, buy a girl a rose, but not because um he thinks the flower's pretty and she probably would love this, and he's thinking of her and he's like, oh, what would she like? She said she likes flowers, so I'm gonna get her some flowers. Valentine's Day, no. Instead, he would buy because he thinks, okay, she's gonna like this, and she's gonna melt into my hands, and then I'm gonna get the chance to sleep with her, and I'm gonna have a date for Valentine's Day, and this is all gonna be great. But it's all like because they're trying to gain something and not because they care about the other person, how they feel, their best interest, what would help them to be happy, what would be honoring another person, or what would be, helping another person to feel special, or, you know, being thoughtful. They're not thinking about those noble things. They're thinking about ways that they could gain something from buying someone a flower. It isn't good. Like, for example, for me, if I go out somewhere shopping somewhere or something, and I see something that I think someone would like, I'll say I want to get that for them. Why? Because I think they would love this, and this is just like them. They would definitely use something like this, and so on. I would love to get that for them. But a person who's a so-called nice guy would get it because, again, like I said, they would be thinking, yeah, I'm gonna get the chance to do something that I want to do, and this is like they would gain something from it. Not they're not considering the other person, except that they would be able to get the other person to do what they want them to do. So just this is something to consider. But so I would say your goal, you know, don't go for the so-called nice guy, because the nice guy ends up being the guy that's trying to take advantage of a person. And I think it would you would go further if you just would be honest about what you want. That's what I would say, and not trying to manipulate people into doing stuff, but just stating your intentions. And even if one, two, three people might reject you, there's someone who wants the same thing as you. Find the person that wants the same thing as you. You can be honest with each other. Your intentions line up. But being deceptive is wrong. It's not good. Um, and I think it lands people into trouble with other people, and they wonder why they can't get dates or whatever. So, a lot of people say women don't like nice guys. And to me, it depends on how you define nice. No, I don't like guys that try to manipulate me and take advantage of me and think that I'm not going to catch on it. You know? No, I don't like guys like that. I actually like guys that are genuinely good people, that care about other people, that look out for other people, that have other people's best interest at heart. They're not trying to take advantage of people. I know I came hard with that, but I'm saying just be a good person. There are a lot of people that you'll run into if you're a good person that aren't going to be good people. Okay, that doesn't mean that there aren't good people out there. It means that you just need to keep shining your light so that you can attract people that you want in your life. You need to attract your people, but the thing is, you need to work on your self improvement. You need to work on doing the things that you need to do so that you could attract the people that you want into your life. Um, so back to the thing about dating. So it's important, like I'm saying, don't choose a concept person. That would be like the nice guy. Choose a person that you're really interested in. Another thing I would say, don't be afraid to ask for what you want. Um, because a lot of people will try to check for other people, and they'll say, for example, they want a long-term relationship or a committed relationship, but they're trying to see what the other person wants. If the other person wants short-term, they say, okay, well, they'll roll with that. However, you're not going to be happy, and eventually something will probably happen where that situation ends. Why? Because you were not honest about what you want. And when you can just be honest about what you want and not um, be afraid, which is another part of this, to walk away. So don't be afraid to walk away if, the other person wants something different, because that opens your arms up for someone who really wants what you want. And I would say another thing, don't be afraid to tell someone if you like them. And I would say, because a lot of people in general don't want to do this, how is the other person ever going to know that you like them? How are you going to give them the green light? And one way I would say to give a person a green light is to share if you like them. I would say for women, um, I think they're really flattered when a guy can let them know, can express himself and tell them that they are interested. And for guys, I think I'm just gonna say, for guys, I think it's good when a person can let guys know, because then they're not unclear about what's going on. They're like, okay, now I get the green light now. I know that the person likes me now, I can move forward, but it's kind of tough to know when the other person is not telling you, they're not giving you any signs, and they're, at times not confident enough maybe to tell you that they care. But I think the confidence goes a really long way. Um, so again, don't choose a person just because they're the concept person. Choose a person that you're really interested in. I would say don't be afraid to walk away if the person has goals that do not align with yours, or you don't want the same thing. Um, don't be afraid to ask for what you want. But and don't be afraid to tell a person that you like them. All right, so I hope these are some helpful tips for you for Valentine's Day. I hope you find the love that you're looking for. I would say to tell you a little bit about my own story. And I think this is always something interesting for Valentine's Day. Um, so how I found my beloved. So, um, I was looking up videos because I had I had given up. I had abandoned the idea that I would be with anyone, and said, I'm going to be married to my career, and I need to find out how can I become the most successful. So I started looking up those videos, those YouTube videos where they say how to become a millionaire. And the video that popped up, I'll never forget, is my beloved. And I was like, when I first saw the video, I didn't watch it the first time, but I had this feeling in my heart like if I didn't watch that video, I would be devastated, and it would be hard to walk away from that video. And it was hard, and the spirit gave me this download like lightning fast with this video. All these things about the video, and I had this deep sadness in my heart that I didn't watch the video the first time I saw it, and I was like, oh man, this video is going to disappear and I'm not going to see it again. But at the time, I didn't like, I wasn't going to sit down and watch the whole thing. So I walked away from the video, and it came up again, and I felt like it was God like saying, let me clear my throat. So it came up again. Second time I watched it, and I was sitting there just captivated by my beloved in this video. And I got more downloads about, this person that was in front of me, and what, you know, what he was like, why he would be great for me. I got these things, and I'm telling you, it was like in a split second. It was lightning fast. And I'm over here like, okay, like the spirit has totally sold me on him. And then I'm like, you know, the spirit was selling me on my beloved. And then I was like, okay, how am I gonna get in touch with him to have him believe this? So it was funny. Um, and someday I'll get to talk more about this story. But I'm telling you, and I'm sure that I've, talked about it in some of my videos. Um, the most I could not have picked a more perfect partner. What God does, God knows everything. God just took everything into consideration. There is no way on God's green earth that I could have ever picked a partner like my beloved. Me, myself, as a human being, I would have, there's no way that I would have been able to pick a partner. more perfect for myself than him. And I can't say enough about him. I'll be excited one day when he comes on with me to do some of these videos. You could see his little face. He is so adorable and amazing. And to see him as a man, I'm so proud of him. I'm so excited about him. But again, like I could not have picked a more perfect partner. And just there was a lot that happened in that situation to line things up. And I was not the one that was doing the work. So like when people talk about spiritual things that happen, like for instance, that his higher self was communicating with me. And it wasn't me like saying, asking his higher, it wasn't any of that. It was God lining all this stuff up for me. So I was not the one that was doing that. It was God that was doing that. And the information that came to me that was downloaded and over again, the communications and all those things from God, there was nothing that I could have done to do that. That was God doing all those things. So when it's meant to be, it is meant to be. God will line things up perfectly. You have no idea, down to the, I don't know, whatever of a second, fraction of a second, that God lines things up so that you can be, placed in front of the person, or the person can be placed in front of you so you can know who it is that you are and who you're supposed to be with, and how it all should come together. And God is going to bring it together for you. So it's been an amazing journey so far. Again, couldn't have picked a better, more perfect partner, and looking forward to talking more about it. But I hope everyone has a wonderful Valentine's Day. I hope you continue to celebrate love. And I think I probably will do another Valentine's Day video, but I've heard lately that some, another portal is open or something. So this is a great time for you to manifest love. But I would say that it's important for you to look at your goals, look at the things that you really want in your life, and focus on getting the things that you really want. All right, y'all. So, like I said, I probably will bring you another Valentine's Day video. Probably just talking more about what Valentine's Day means. And hope you enjoy this one. As always, happy lightning fast manifesting. I'm gonna talk to y'all later. Bye for now.